What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Let's get right into it. Now, I gotta address Khan's army. Now, if you watch my video, I picked Amir Khan to beat Devon Alexander via decision. And I was right. That was accurate. It was a one-sided fight. Devon tried. I gave Khan in my post-fight full credit. However, this is where me and the extremists differ. I put fights into perspective. Some people are just fanboys and they'll like a fighter and that's it. Everything else is out the window. Now, Khan's win, he looked superb. He looked good. I told you that in my post-fight. I don't kiss ass. I speak my mind. I tell you exactly how I feel. Khan is a good fighter. He looks like he's getting a solid foundation with Virgil Hunter. It took a couple fights. He did not look exceptional or much different versus Carlos Molina. He fought Julio Diaz, who most considered to be a lightweight, and not the best, off a loss and shit like that, or a draw with Sean Porter. And he had a run for his money. He even got knocked down in that fight. Then it seems like in the Luis Collazo fight, that's where he really got his footing with Virgil Hunter. And he looked great in that fight. And he looked great against Devon Alexander. And I even said, I think the title for the post-fight video is, "This is Khan's best performance with Virgil Hunter." I put that. Now, I got people leaving me comments like, "Oh, you're an idiot, Ego. Khan will destroy Mayweather. He'll destroy Pacquiao." Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Like, again, I put fights into perspective. Some of you guys are not objective. You call me biased, but you're the most biased people there are because you aren't putting things into perspective. You only like a certain fighter, Pacquiao, Floyd, Khan, whoever it is, and you just run with it and bash anything else. Now, Khan, again, I take nothing away from his performance, but to anoint him and say he's the best in the welterweight division, fuck no. There's people he can beat. He has to still prove that. That's my whole point. He is not the best at the welterweight division off of beating Luis Collazo, who was grossly inactive, and beating Devon Alexander, who is no longer a champion, still a decorated fighter. I give him full props for beating Devon Alexander, but Devon Alexander didn't have a belt. Devon Alexander had a kind of tough fight with Jesus Soto Caras in spots, and he lost before that to Sean Porter. So, again, Devon Alexander has a great resume. It was a great win for Khan, but you got to put it in perspective. I hate when I talk to some fans because they're really delusional. Either that or they don't know boxing or they only like one fighter. Same thing happened with Miguel Cotto. Cotto ran through Delvin Rodriguez, and people were like, "Oh, Cotto, he'll beat everybody." Like, that doesn't mean he'll beat Mayweather in a rematch. That doesn't mean Cotto will beat Pacquiao if they were to rematch based on beating Delvin Rodriguez. Again, put things into perspective. Delvin Rodriguez lost to Austin Trout. Cotto ran through him as a tune-up fight off of 2 losses. Props for looking that good and sensational. But Cotto was in New York, his second home. He was the crowd favorite, and it was a tune-up fight against a journeyman. You know what I'm saying? Now, with Khan's situation, it's a little bit different. He's 2 welterweight fights. I'm not comparing Devon Alexander to Delvin Rodriguez, so don't leave any stupid-ass fucking comments. Devon Alexander has a decorated resume, and he's a good win, solid win. But you look at Luis Collazo. Collazo was pretty inactive. He upset Victor Ortiz, who most people consider to have no heart, and it looked like Victor Ortiz could have got back up, but he just stayed on the ground and, pussyfooted and lost the count. And they made the move, I can't fault him. Ortiz didn't get up, and then they capitalized off it and gave Khan that fight as his first fight at welterweight. But again, that doesn't signify he beats the best in the division. In fact, for me, Khan's taking a good path to establish what he is, and I think he can be a problem for anybody in the division. However, the biggest kinks in his army have not been provided in his last 2 opponents. Now, I'm in no way discrediting him, but I'm speaking pure fact. Khan has not really struggled with guys with minimal power or boxers. That's not really been. In fact, before Devon Alexander, I think he was 9-0 with southpaws, and I told you that in my prediction video. He had beat all the southpaws. Now he's like 10-0 with southpaws. He does exceptionally well. He does exceptionally well with boxing. Even Khan himself has said in interviews that nobody's outboxing me. I don't get outboxed. The things that I've slipped with was lapses in my defense, and you know what I'm saying, people hit me with big shots and I didn't fully recover. Khan said that himself in interviews. I can provide you with links. So again, great for Amir Khan. I gave him full props, but people want to get way out of like take things out of context. Khan beating Mayweather is still a chore. Some people are saying it's easy work. Floyd doesn't win any rounds. Some people are saying he'll beat Pacquiao and knock him out. Just crazy stuff. And again, he can trouble anybody at welterweight from what I've seen, but it's not a given, and he still has to prove it. Plus, he has not fought the guys who have stylistically given him problems. And that's my whole point. If he ran through Keith Thurman in the same fashion that he ran through Devon Alexander, then this dude is a monster with Virgil Hunter. But I don't see it being a one-sided washout. Yes, Keith Thurman can definitely get outboxed, especially with that speed. But another thing that people, Khan's Army or whoever, that are diehard Khan's fans don't take into consideration too, is Khan does not have his power is grossly overrated. Let's be real. His power is overrated. He has respectable power. He's not like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's pillow fisted or anything like that. His power is overrated. He has look at his whole resume. He has one KO, and that was to Zab Judah, and it looked like Zab Judah mentally broke up, but the rest are TKOs. And there is a difference between KOs and TKOs. And if anyone wants to argue that, we could do that too. Some people have KO power, like one shot, I can debilitate you and knock you out power. Tyson had that. Gennady Golovkin had that. One shot changing. Lucas Matisse. One shot from Lucas can change the whole course of events. Look at the Lamont Peterson fight. Gennady Golovkin. You know what I mean? There's guys with one punch knockout power. Then there's also guys with TKO attrition power. They'll just wear you down, and after landing solid thud after solid thud, it'll break you down and, you know what I mean, break your spirits and weaken you and you fatigue and stuff like that. At best, Khan has TKO power. He doesn't have this one punch that'll just get you out. He is a volume guy, and he's being more calculated with Virgil Hunter. That's the whole point. That's my whole basis. But so to say he's knocking out all these people, he'll knock Mayweather out and knock Pacquiao out, based on what? His speed? He can outbox and win rounds, steal rounds, but these are all competitive fights. I personally think Keith Thurman, Maidana 2.0 rematch, Kell Brook, these are all tough fights for Amir Khan. Some of you guys are acting like Amir Khan blows through these motherfuckers like it ain't shit. Yes, Maidana has been outboxed in the past, but you got to put things in perspective. Maidana, pre-Robert Garcia, was able to hurt Khan bad, and he's come a long way since then. Just like Khan has come a long way with his style and making more executive decisions that are smarter. You know what I'm saying? So I think personally Khan and Maidana is a great rematch to have. And if he does what he did in the first fight and survives and stuff like that, then we could start saying some of these things. But some of you guys are so premature and saying he'll knock out Maidana. Maidana's not been stopped. How's a guy with one KO gonna stop Maidana? He could frustrate Maidana. He can outbox him. He can beat him to the punch. He can do all those things. But I still got to see it to believe it. I don't want to just think it and write these comments and stuff. I have to see it, because Maidana, whether you believe so or not, his defense actually looked better. I'm not saying he's Pernell Whitaker, no bullshit, Willie Pep, but his defense looked better versus Mayweather. He slipped some punches, and his jab has significantly improved. Those two things alone, plus the fact that he moved up and kept his power, as evident in the Jesus Soto Karass fight, evident in the Adrian Broner fight, evident in the Mayweather fight. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather didn't just get reckless out there. Things like that. So I think that's a good fight. Kell Brook, another good fight. Kell Brook can box and he can bang. He has power. He's big. He's big at welterweight. And some of you guys are like, oh, he'll beat Kell Brook easy. Man, I got to see all of this. I got to see him beat Thurman. You could say I'm hating or whatever the fuck. I'm not hating. I'm just being objective. And that's what some of you guys need to work on. Let me know what you guys think of Amir Khan. I really don't think he blows through everybody at the division, even though he looks stellar. Devon Alexander is not a pressure fighter. I told you that in my prediction video. He is not a pressure fighter. So fighting that style, that doesn't really suit him. You know what I'm saying? If Devon Alexander was like even a Canelo, more of a, like, because Canelo, if you look at Canelo versus Lara, Canelo is a boxer puncher. He's not a pressure fighter either. However, he was able to turn it up and just, you know what I mean, use that Mexican gusto and become more of a pressure fighter in some of his fights, even though that's not really his MO. He's not really a cut off the ring type of dude where, you know what I'm saying? Like Gennady Golovkin is exceptional at cutting off the ring. Canelo's not. That's not really, Canelo's smart. He's more of a boxer than people give him credit for. You know what I'm saying? And Canelo was able to turn it up. He brought the fight to Angulo, and he was getting outboxed by Lara, and then he turned it on, and maybe in the mid rounds and started ripping to the body. His inside fight game is disgusting. So to me, a guy like, let's say a Canelo in Khan's division can still trouble Khan, because that's what he struggled with. Canelo is nasty on the inside. Khan is not. Khan doesn't have a great inside game, even with Virgil Hunter. Again, he looked good. You can say whatever the fuck you want. Some of y'all just, I think y'all read titles and then leave comments. You know what I'm saying? You don't even watch the video, or you pause it, or you wait till I say one sentence. Watch the video in its entirety and then holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all leave stupid ass comments, and that's just what it is. But the guys that I think would pose problems or could pose problems for Amir Khan, obviously Mayweather and Pacquiao, Keith Thurman, Marcos Maidana 2.0, Kell Brook, and Danny Garcia if his power transitions up well to 147. Again, these guys are all going to take shots. Khan is fast as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be like easy work where you have to get a read on Khan. He's very fast, and he's clinching when necessary and stuff like that. But let me know what you guys think. That's all I got to say. Amir Khan at welterweight. Some people are taking things out of context, saying he beats everyone easy and knocks everyone out. Let me know what you guys see, what y'all want to see next from Amir Khan. Drop me a comment. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.